Amsterdam in the 17th century was a city buzzing with life and prosperity. The streets were filled with the hustle and bustle of merchants, shoppers and traders, all contributing to a vibrant and dynamic atmosphere. The Dutch Republic was at the peak of its golden age, a period marked by immense wealth, cultural achievements and global influence. The economy was booming and the arts and sciences were flourishing. Trade routes brought wealth and exotic goods from around the globe. Ships docked in Amsterdam's bustling ports, unloading spices, silks and other treasures from distant lands, enriching the city and its people. A new merchant class emerged, eager to display their newfound riches. These wealthy individuals built lavish homes, adorned themselves in fine clothing, and sought ways to showcase their prosperity. Amidst this backdrop of affluence and ambition bloomed an obsession that would captivate the nation, Tulip Mania. The tulip, with its striking beauty, became the symbol of this new era of wealth and extravagance. The tulip, originally from Turkey, was a novelty in Europe. Its introduction to the Dutch Republic sparked immediate interest and fascination among the people. Its vibrant colors and intricate patterns captivated the Dutch elite. Artists began incorporating tulips into their works, and gardens across the country showcased these exotic flowers. Owning rare varieties became a status symbol, a way to flaunt wealth and sophistication. The more unique and rare the tulip, the higher the prestige it conferred upon its owner. Little did they know this seemingly harmless passion for a flower would spiral into an economic frenzy with devastating consequences. The demand for tulips grew exponentially, leading to speculative trading and an eventual market collapse that would leave many in financial ruin. Tulips were unlike any flower the Dutch had ever seen. Their vibrant hues, ranging from deep purples to fiery reds, were mesmerizing. Some varieties displayed intricate patterns like flames or streaks on their petals. These broken tulips, as they were called, were highly prized for their unique beauty. As tulips gained popularity, they became associated with luxury and refinement. Aristocrats and wealthy merchants adorned their gardens with these exotic blooms. The possession of rare varieties became a visible sign of status and taste. Prices for these coveted bulbs soared to unimaginable heights. Among the countless tulip varieties, one stood out as the ultimate prize, the Semper Augustus. This legendary tulip, with its white petals streaked with crimson flames, was breathtakingly beautiful and exceptionally rare. Its scarcity fueled its desirability. At the peak of tulip mania, a single bulb of Semper Augustus could fetch an astronomical price. It was said to be worth more than a grand canal house in Amsterdam. Stories abound of people selling their homes, land and life savings to acquire just one bulb of this coveted flower. The allure of the Semper Augustus epitomized the irrational exuberance of the tulip mania. What began as a fascination among the elite quickly spread throughout Dutch society. Soon, people from all walks of life were caught up in the tulip mania. Merchants, artisans, farmers, even maids and chimney sweeps. Everyone wanted a piece of the action. Coffee houses, once places for sober discussions, transformed into bustling tulip exchanges. People gathered to buy and sell bulbs, their voices filled with excitement and anticipation. Fortunes were made and lost overnight, as the prices of tulip bulbs fluctuated wildly. Section 5. The Mechanics of Madness, Futures Contracts, and Speculative Frenzy. In this section, we delve into the intricate mechanisms that fueled one of history's most infamous speculative bubbles. Fueling the tulip mania was a financial innovation, futures contracts. These contracts were a groundbreaking development in the financial world of the 17th century. These contracts allowed buyers to purchase the right to buy tulip bulbs at a later date. Essentially, they were agreements to buy or sell tulips at a predetermined price in the future. This meant people were essentially betting on the future price of tulips, even if they never intended to own the bulbs themselves. It was a form of speculation that attracted many. Futures contracts introduced a dangerous element of leverage into the market. Leverage allowed traders to control large amounts of tulips with only a small initial investment. Buyers could control large quantities of tulips with a relatively small upfront investment. This leverage magnified both potential profits and potential losses. This amplified both profits and losses, leading to even more volatile price swings. The market became a roller coaster of emotions and financial stakes. The market became detached from reality, driven purely by speculation and greed. Traders were no longer interested in the actual value of tulips, but were caught up in the frenzy of potential profits. This speculative frenzy created an unsustainable bubble, where prices soared to unimaginable heights before inevitably crashing down. The tulip mania serves as a cautionary tale of the dangers of speculative bubbles and the role of financial instruments in fueling them. Section 6. The Haarlem Auction, a day of unprecedented fortunes and sudden despair. February 1637 marked a turning point in the tulip mania. At an auction in Haarlem, a large lot of rare tulip bulbs failed to reach their expected price. This seemingly insignificant event triggered a wave of panic selling. As prices began to tumble, buyers who had purchased futures contracts found themselves unable to sell at a profit. Those who had borrowed heavily to invest in tulips faced financial ruin. The market crashed as quickly as it had risen, leaving countless people bankrupt and devastated. Section 7. The aftermath of excess legal battles and economic fallout. The collapse of the tulip market sent shockwaves through Dutch society. Fortunes vanished overnight, leaving many in financial ruin. Legal battles ensued as buyers sought to renege on their contracts. The government, initially reluctant to intervene, eventually stepped in to try and restore order. While the tulip mania did not cause a nationwide economic collapse, as some have claimed, it did have a lasting impact. It exposed the dangers of speculation and irrational exuberance. The memory of the tulip mania would serve as a cautionary tale for generations to come. Section 8. Echoes of Tulip Mania. Lessons from a 17th century market bubble. Centuries later, the story of tulip mania continues to fascinate and intrigue. This period in history, often referred to as the first recorded speculative bubble, saw the price of tulip bulbs soar to extraordinary heights before crashing dramatically. It serves as a stark reminder that even seemingly rational people can get caught up in speculative bubbles. The frenzy that gripped the Dutch market was not driven by the intrinsic value of the tulips, but by the belief that prices would continue to rise indefinitely. The lessons learned from this 17th century market crash remain relevant today. Investors and traders can still fall prey to the same psychological traps, driven by fear of missing out and the allure of quick profits. From the South Sea bubble to the dot-com crash, history is replete with examples of markets driven by hype and speculation. Each of these events, while unique in their own right, share common threads of human behavior and market dynamics. Tulip mania teaches us the importance of sound investment principles, the dangers of leverage, and the critical need for due diligence. Investors must always be wary of the herd mentality and the seductive promise of easy wealth, and the need for regulatory oversight to prevent market excesses. Governments and regulatory bodies play a crucial role in maintaining market stability and protecting investors from fraudulent schemes and unsustainable practices. It is a timeless tale of human greed, irrationality, and the enduring allure of getting rich quick. The story of tulip mania continues to resonate because it highlights the vulnerabilities and excesses that can arise in any market at any time.